Deputies were required to maintain active recording during searches and arrests. Yet in Wester's cases, patterns formed. Segments of video were missing or incomplete. Some drives held corrupted data, others simply didn't exist. Supervisors initially cited technical error, but after a defense attorney argued that footage had been systematically deleted, the explanation began to unravel. Investigators retraced the gaps, comparing traffic stop timestamps with dispatch logs. Forensic technicians uncovered partial clips buried in digital storage. Moments of footage reemerged, hands-off frame shadows shifting around the suspect's vehicle, abrupt cuts before evidence appeared in Wester's palm. These fragments formed the foundation of a fraud far larger than a single arrest gone wrong. Each restored second widened the moral breach between law enforcement's promise and its exploitation. Victims testified with visible exhaustion. One mother described losing what mattered most, saying she had missed a year and a half of her grandbaby's life while fighting false charges. Those words carried into the courtroom with a gravity that even the defense could not dampen. Wester sat motionless as her voice fractured. When questioned about deliberately turning off his camera, he insisted it was customary policy to disable recording at certain times, a justification that prosecutors quickly dismantled by citing department directives requiring continuous activation during citizen interactions. Throughout the proceedings, Wester maintained his defiance. He claimed he was being framed, repeating, "The drugs were there, I did not put the narcotics here." But as digital analysts displayed the reconstructed footage, each denial folded under its own weight. Recovered files revealed consistent patterns of evidence, handling beyond procedural error. Dashcam overlaps tied his patrol routes to planted contraband. For the jury, the coincidence quotient reached zero. When the final verdict was read, the courtroom atmosphere thickened with quiet disbelief. 19 felony convictions, fabrication of evidence under Section 918.13, false imprisonment under Section 787.02, official misconduct under Section 839.25, and racketeering under Section 895.03. He breached these statutes through deliberate tampering, wrongful detentions, and patterned deceit that weaponized his authority against innocents. He was sentenced to 12 years in state custody and ordered to pay over $100,000 in restitution consequences, underscoring the severe toll on victims and public faith. For many watching, the punishment felt minimal compared to the erosion of trust he caused. Communities once eager to cooperate with deputies now turned cautious, recording every interaction on personal devices, holding their breath whenever sirens echoed down the highway.